Yo guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Daily Forex Signals. So this is our first ever video, so give us some support, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. We'll be dropping a video once a week, twice a week. Go follow me on the Instagram at Daily Forex Signals. Should be somewhere on the screen right now. Yeah guys, sit back and I hope you enjoy this short Usdjpy breakdown. So this trade was placed on the 14th of July, and I'm gonna just show you guys, basically what I saw and why I entered this trade. So change the color on this. So I entered this trade on the 14th based on one of my rules being met. Long story short, I do trade some ICT principles and just different trading models put together. So explaining my strategy in this video would be a bit long-winded, so I'm just not going to really go into the strategy. I'm just going to go into more why I entered the trade, guys. So if you want to see a strategy video, hit that like button. Give us, we're a new channel, give us like 10 likes and let's get us to 20 subscribers, guys. 20 subscribers, nothing crazy. Sorry, excuse me. And we'll get another video on the strategy. Sorry about that. So basically what we saw was price go down, make these little pullbacks down. I'm so sorry guys. Make these little pullbacks go down, make these little pullbacks go down, make these little pullbacks go down. Once it broke this leg of this move, so I see the market in legs, so it's just oh my goodness. So it's a pullback, it's a leg, pullback, leg. As the market's broke this leg, I look for a close below, and then once I got a close below, I jumped down to the lower time frame, and I'm so sorry guys, I can't believe I feel like this on my first YouTube video. It's so embarrassing. So yeah, so at this point, once we've seen price close there, let's slow this down. Once I see price close, which is about here, end of the day, I see price close, I draw out the daily low of the previous day, which in this case pretty much got swept straight away. As price sweeps the daily low, oh, I've gone way too far. Right, yeah, so price sweep the daily low, and then when I woke up at about 5-6 a.m. London time, after all the other criteria being met, i.e. the break of the leg, the previous day low being swept, I was now looking for buy entries, guys. So as I was looking for buy entries, I started marking out what I wanted to see, what I didn't want to see, and I was just waiting for price to break above a previous swing high, which was here, close above, and then we have this FVG, otherwise known as a imbalance, that price tapped into, as you can see, around 6 in the morning. Got my bars around there, Yep, buys around there. And what I was looking for on that day, because I swing trade, guys, I'm not looking for moves to play out in the same day. I'm not looking for 150 pips in a day. You know, sometimes it's 2 days, 3 days, however long it needs to take, it will take. But what I like to see in the first few days is price hit this halfway mark, because at the halfway mark I take 20% off the table. And what does that do? It leaves me with a risk-free trade, guys. So let's just say I took this trade on a 100k account. I'm risking 0.5%, right? So as I'm risking 0.5%, I'm looking for price to go from my entry point halfway, because then I'll be up 2.5%. Take 0.5% off the table, let the price run, because at this point, if price goes against me, hit stop loss, I lose nothing. Price goes my way, I win a little bit less than what I would have won had I held the trade fully. So this is where it is, guys. You need to understand risk management, what your risk tolerance is, how to be smart with risk, especially swing trading. You don't want to be in a setup for days and days and days. You watch it go in your direction, all of a sudden reverses. You jump out because you're scared. You jump out because you don't want to lose money, and the trade comes back to your entry and then goes back your way, or it comes back to your entry and stops you out because you didn't want to exit at the right time. You know, sometimes you gotta take what you get and realize that the market's probably not gonna go back in your direction. That's a lot of things that beginner traders do struggle with. So you really have to understand your own risk appetite, how much you're willing to lose, how often you're willing to lose. A lot of people don't understand that because they don't backtest their strategy, they don't know their numbers, they don't know what they're doing. So when things stop going their way, right? Because you find with a lot of people, they'll find a new strategy and things will go their way, right? First 2 weeks, everything's going great, and then after a while, when the strategy starts going through its rough period, because every strategy does, right? They start to question themselves, they start to doubt themselves. Now, I have been there many of times personally, and I've hopped through strategies, do you know? So I'm speaking from experience, guys. What you need to do is double down on your strategy, right? Because now you've got a whole catalog. If you're watching this and you're one of those people and you can relate to what I'm saying, you're probably like me. You probably had a whole catalog of trading strategies to pick from. So now you've got to sit down and decide, okay, look, I like this one best, I like this one mixed with this one, right? And don't just say I like them. Make sure what you like about them match your specific character traits and what you really are doing right now. It's not about your dream life, you know. When I'm profitable, I'm gonna sit at the beach and do, and I want to swing trades because I want to be on my computer all the time. If you have a lot of spare time, right, and you're one of those people that's very impatient, it's very unlikely, or it's gonna be much harder to become a swing trader, because you're going against your normal character traits. So your character traits is bumping against what you're trying to do in the markets, and that friction is a very hard thing to overcome. I was reading Atomic Habits. I'm not sure who the author is. So I was reading Atomic Habits, and one thing I learned from there is what the author said was something about the path of least resistance. And listen carefully, guys, because a lot of you are going to think that I'm waffling or you don't understand what I'm talking about. Just really listen to what I'm saying. If you're a very impatient person, right, it is probably going to be easier for you to be a little bit patient if you trade a strategy that's based on the lower time frames. Because say for me, looking at this trade where we are right now on the screen, this setup took days. It took about 10-11 days or something like that to set up. It took a while, guys. But if you're already impatient, 3, 4, 5 days in, your mind's going to start to wander. you're gonna start getting fidgety, you're just gonna want to get in the markets, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. That's who you are as a person. But you're most probably best trading a strategy that gives you a lot more setups, almost setups every day. That way, that craving or that personal trait of not being able to wait, you're not clashing against it, you're working with it. And if you're trading on a small time frame and you train yourself to be a little bit more patient, because everybody's patient, right? When you start working, you don't stop working a week later because your paycheck didn't come. You understand that your paycheck comes at the end of the month. So you are patient to a certain degree. You just have to bring that out when it comes to trading and be very realistic. So literally all you have to do is like, okay, I'm going to trade on smaller time frames. That way, if a setup happened, for example, like the setup we're looking at now, if you was looking on for a similar setup on the lower time frame, it might take an hour to set up. So you tell yourself, okay, my setup's going to be ready in an hour, which would be much easier for you to wait an hour than 10 days. I'm hoping you guys are understanding my drift. Make sure that the trading strategy you pick makes sense with your real life and your personal traits. The path of least resistance. What I mean by personal life also, quickly before I go back in the video, what I mean by personal life is if you work from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m, there's no point at you watching scalping videos on how to scalp the London session, because most likely scenario is during the London session you're not where you need to be. You're not at your desk, you're not calm, you're not just relaxed, you're at work, you're stressed out, you're focused on other things. Even if you're not stressed out, you're focused on other things, and that's probably not, that's going to be the path of most resistance, trying to work around that. It'd be much easier for you to swing trade. That way setups happen at any time and you can kind of plan and set up ahead, and when it hits your certain level, your certain zone, you can just get that alert while at work, enter the trade, stop loss, TP, and get back to your day. And you don't have to worry about it, you don't have to stress about it, you don't have to look at it. And to be honest, focus on work, man. Focus on what pays you. So focus on work, and whatever the setup does, because trading is a game of probabilities. As long as you have back tested your strategy and you know that it works, you understand how it works, if you let the probabilities play out, you'll make money at the end. That's all it is. It's just a game of probabilities. But sorry about that tangent, guys. So back to the trade now. Enter the trade around this level 6, 7, and then we'll just watch. So as you can see, this is where I took risk off the table. Now this trade is completely risk free. It can go down, it can go up, it doesn't matter. Whatever happens now, it happens. And then after my trades usually reach this point, guys, whatever happens, I'm not that stressed about it. I really don't mind the pullbacks. I don't mind the stress of waiting. I don't mind, because at the end of the day, the only thing that's on the line is the money that I may potentially make. It's not the money that I may potentially lose, which gives a lot of us anxiety. I know it's not for everybody. A lot of people think about that. Oh, yeah, and the trades hit TP. Hold on. A lot of people don't think about, oh, okay, my trade might do this, my trade might do that. Goodness. Yeah, anyway. So as you can see, I'll try to post the MetaTrader for it as well. And yeah, guys, so I risk about 0.5% on that trade. End up making about 4.5% back on the trade. Really lovely trade. Just made perfect sense with my strategy and everything. So yeah, guys, if you want more gems like the ones I'm dropping now, whether that's strategy videos, whether that's mindset videos, whether that's just plain trading psychology, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Help other people get this information. This isn't trading psychology that your regular trading gurus talk about, because a lot of them don't trade. Honestly, it shows by what they do. But I'm not here to knock someone else's hustle. But if you want proper trading gems, proper mindset dumps, hit that like and subscribe button, guys. Comment, tell me what you think of this video, good or bad. I'll take your advice. Where could I prove I could go wrong? And this is my first video. And yeah, guys, see you on the next one.